video is just, you know, people ask me questions. What do I think of the Raptor 700? And just why I choose the YFZ450R over the Raptor 700. And just go over to some of the reasons. I guess one of the pluses to the Raptor 700 is it is $1,000 cheaper than the YFZ450R. So there's a one plus. But I guess my complaint with the Yamaha Raptor is it's just top heavy and it rolls over very easily. The YFZ450R has a lower stance, it corners better, it's a little bit squirrely, which I like. Compared to the Raptor, it's just very top heavy. If you hit a corner going too fast, you're going over. Try to do a donut, you're gonna end up tipping it. I have a video here I'm about to show you. Here, check this out. I was barely turning and I almost went over. Check this out. As you can see in that video, I mean, geez, I barely turned and it got up on two wheels and almost went over on me. So just very top heavy. And the stance of the YFZ450R, it's pretty wide compared to a Raptor. I mean, and I just don't like the way the Raptors look. The YFZ450R just looks mean, you know. And this bike is made to carry on some pretty big air and pretty big jumps. Takes good landings, good suspension, and it's made for that. If you go to a quad racing event, all you're going to see on the track is a YFZ450R. You're not going to see a Raptor. And what I don't get is Raptor 700cc, and this is only 450 cc's, but they're both the same torque. And I've beat Raptors off the line. The only plus side is it's got reverse. You know, the YFZ450R does not have reverse. And okay, the top speed is 80 miles an hour. This is like 73 to 75 miles an hour, which you're never going to reach that speed unless you're out on the road doing wheelies and stuff. And you know, I don't do that. So, but yeah, it's not made for big air, you know. The only plus is the reverse, and $1,000 cheaper. I have a friend that I ride with. I'm not going to mention any names because he watches my videos. But if you hit anything on a Raptor 700 with those A-arms, these A-arms, the tubing is just so much thicker, so much, they're just very well made. The Raptor 700, you hit something with this tire, hit a tree, even 10-15 miles an hour, you're bending the A-arms. They're gonna just sink right in, and I've witnessed it. So the YFZ450R A-arms are just so much more stronger. They're made for jumping and taking on that kind of abuse. The Raptor 700, if you're just gonna trail ride and go out and putt around, then yeah, that bike's for you. But I mean, it likes to go slow. It likes to go on trail rides and go real slow. It doesn't like the speed like this does. This bike here, if you're on a trail ride and you're going slow, this bike's going to get pretty pissed off at you. The exhaust is going to get hot. This likes speed and power. It likes to be revved high constantly, or it's not happy. But yeah, the A-arms, next time you're at a dealership or you look at a Raptor, compare the A-arms. You're going to see a huge difference. Another time I was out riding and there was a Raptor 700 in front of me, and he clipped a tree with the left rear tire, and the bent axle, this rear axle just kinkled right in, man. It was just wobbling all the way back to the truck. You know, he bent that easily, and he hit the tree at, I think, 10 miles an hour, not even. So I guess the rear axles are not the same on a Raptor 700 or the YFZ450R, because he clipped that tree and this here just bent so easily. And it looked like he was riding a horse on the way back to the truck because that was bent so bad. So I just don't think that they hold up compared to the YFZ450R. They're not quality made. Well guys, hey, this is just my opinion, so I don't want anybody to get butthurt over this video. I just, you know, wanted to give my opinion of what I think of the Raptor 660 or the Raptor 700. You couldn't sell me one, you couldn't give me one. I guess I'm YFZ450R for life, and I've done my research. I've been riding ATVs since I was 6 years old. This is the 7th YFZ450R that I've owned in the last 3 years. I've owned the original YFZ450R. I've owned two different LTZ400s, the LTR 450, and I've owned a couple of blasters back in the day. My first four-wheeler was like a Honda 50, something like that. But I've done my research, and I tell you what, it was probably a good 15 years ago. I said, man, one day I'm going to get me a YFZ450R. You know, I've watched a lot of racing online, all the professionals on the track jumping these things freaking 80 feet in the air. I just thought it was so cool, and I just realized you want to reach to the top of the line, in my opinion, when it comes to a racing quad or just any kind of quad out on the track or on the trails or anything. Just go out and have fun. It's the YFZ450R, in my opinion. I've just seen too many bad things happen with the Raptor 700. I just don't like how tall they are, top heavy. You try to turn, you almost flip over. You hit something with the front bumper, it's gonna, you know, kinkle right in, and the frame is what cracks right in. If you hit something with the front bumper, as you can see in this little short video right here, he hit something and the bumper just crinkled right in, which is the actual frame of the bike. This one, if you hit something, you're not going to mess up the frame. You actually would just bend these bars right here, and you can replace the bumper. The frame ain't going nowhere. Look at the frame of a Raptor 700. You hit something with the bumper, there's little brackets that stick out right here. Those bend, which is part of the frame. Well, now you have to do welding. I mean, come on, seriously? And the reason why I say these aren't made for big air, in my opinion, is because if those A-arms could bend that easily, if you hit a tree at 10 miles an hour and they're just gonna fall right back and, you know, bend that easily, I'd hate to jump it. I'd be afraid. I wouldn't even attempt it. But yeah, I mean, if you're just gonna go out there and ride and have fun on a trail and you're not into, you know, throwing some dirt and getting crazy, then yeah, I'd get a Raptor 700. But if you want something that's got power and torque and dependability and reliable, made well, you hit a tree, it's not going to be almost no damage. If you flip it, there's like no damage. You can get the YFZ450R, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, hey, this is just my opinion of what I think of the Raptor 700 or the Raptor 660. So if I recommend any ATV out there, I recommend that YFZ450R. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.